make it a better place.
Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today and welcome to Memory Keeping Friday. I know it has been a little while since I did a Memory Keeping Friday. There's been lots of things going on. I've had lots of questions about whether I'm still doing Project Life because Stampin' Up's contract with Becky Higgins expired, and now we have our own line of memories and more. I've had lots of questions about whether or not I'm still doing Project Life or using Stampin' Up product, and the answer to all of that is yes, absolutely. I'm still using Project Life by Becky Higgins. I always have. I've used her product since her company was a year old. That's when I found it, and I have always used it. I was thrilled when Stampin' Up and Becky Higgins did a partnership. It was like a huge exciting thing for me, and I loved it, and I've loved all of our products that we have had. But I will continue to use products that are helpful to me. Like that's why I choose to use product. I never just use a product because, oh, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm selling it. The product I choose to use is product that I believe in and product that helps me achieve my goal, which is to create different things, to create cards, to create Project Life spreads, and then also I want to be able to share with you guys those things. So with that said, let's dive into a Memory Keeping Friday. I will have more of these coming up, and then I will also be adding a feature in this fall, which will be on Tuesday, which will much be like my Project Life on Tuesday, but it will be our memories and more product line and different projects I'm working on, and I'll probably be sharing those on Tuesday. So today what I thought I would do is kind of catch you up with where I'm at with my memory keeping projects. So I have so many of these going on right now, you guys. This summer I am really diving in to doing some projects that have been hanging around that I've been wanting to do. So I thought right now I would show you where my Project Life album is. This is our January through June Project Life for this year. You can see it's really thick. I really need to move into a new album. You can see that my pages are getting close to curling around the rings, and I don't want that. So typically I always do 2 albums per year, a January through June and a July through December, and that is what we're doing. So we start off with a page lifter from Becky Higgins. I will have all of the products that I've used in this half of my album listed on my website, and then also if I've done specific blog posts for like all of January or all of April, and I have photos of those, I'll list those on my website as well. So I start off with a page lifter. I bought like 50 of these from Becky Higgins. They're $1 a piece. And every time I put in an order with her, I just throw like 10 of these on my order because I love them. They will help your pages. If somebody just closes your album like this, instead of those curling around your rings, this page lifter will just make everything go flat again. So that's the point of this. Maybe in the future I will decorate it or do something with it. I don't mind that it's just clear and it says cultivate a good life and record it, and then it has the Becky Higgins logo on it, which doesn't bother me at all. So I started off, this is the title page that I did. For all of January, I used the Everyday Core Kit from Becky Higgins. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Like I said, I have done blog posts in the past about this, and then I share all of this stuff on my Document Everyday membership group. I go into much more detail about my Project Life album and the different things that I'm doing in that, and I'll leave a link for that information below if you want to check it out. So I have several inserts. I had an insert that was like day in the life, and then I have an insert about the presidential being sworn in. I'm a big believer in no matter what your point of view is, no matter what your political belief is, your worldview is, it's always important to include these things in your album because they are happening around us, and your thoughts and feelings about those things are worth recording in your Project Life album. So in February, I created my own kit. For each month, I have a divider. So I have these dividers. These are from Becky Higgins, and they are the Clementine dividers, and they're retired. When they retired, I bought like 11 sets of them, and I've got about 6 left. So I got about 6 more years of these dividers before I'll have to do something else. But I keep a divider for the month, and then I do a calendar where I jot down some notes, and then I do like 3 major things that have happened during the month. And then on the back, I have a place to keep some, you know, little memorabilia stuff. So here you can see that I made my own kit with designer paper. I have one insert here, and then we go into March. For March, I used the currently core kit. And you can see what I'm doing now as I am at the place where I'm getting ready to move into a new album and making notes about if I'm missing a photo. Like here, I'm missing a photo, so I need to grab that photo. So I'll just start making a list of things that I need to do. I'll need to grab this photo. I have some journaling I need to do, and then I've been working on some embellishing of the end of this album over the last week. In April, I used the Moments Like This card kit, and that is from Stampin Up. I have a couple inserts in here. I took a trip to San Diego in April. It was my birthday in April, so I have a couple inserts. Here's something that is really fun. My husband all day on my birthday was sending me these texts and these like happy birthday memes. So there's a whole bunch of them. There's one here that is Kevin Bacon. It says happy birthday, Bacon Lover. There's one here that is a Dirty Dancing reference, which both of these were some of my favorite movies, Dirty Dancing and Footloose. And this one says happy birthday, have the time of your life. So he kept sending me all of these texts like all day long. And so at one point I say, that is funny. Is this going to continue all day long? And then he says, yes, it is. And so I printed these out, and then that was my birthday insert. And then I'll tell the story. The texts kind of tell the story because they go in order, but I'll tell the story of how he did that. I thought it was really funny. Here for April, I did a all black and white spread. So all of my photos for this day are black and white. This I did because this was actually the week that I did Week in the Life. So I have a whole mini album of this particular week. So I just picked some of those photos that are in my mini album, and I did them black and white and put them in for our weekly spread. So here you can see that I'm missing 2 photos, and I just need to get those printed. Here was an insert. This insert didn't have any other cards. It like literally just has a title card, and then it's all photos because it was a parade. My husband drove the tow truck in the parade. It's the first time he's gotten to do that. So it's just all photos from that day, and then I'm missing a photo right there. For May, I used another card kit from Stampin Up. It was the Whole Lot of Lovely. And the super fun thing is that this year in the annual catalog, we had designer paper that came out that literally matched the Project Life cards. So it was super fun to stick this designer paper in there. I have this that Andrew made me in preschool for Mother's Day, and I've just put holes in it. I messed it up here in the middle, but I've just put holes in it, and I've put that right in. It's laminated, so it probably will hold up okay. So right now I've been going through my album, making those notes, and then there's some things like my dates and calendar circles. I need to, you'll see right here, they need to get like put down, and then I need to finish up some journaling, and then I'm doing some stamping. This was Andrew's preschool graduation. So I'm just going through, and I'm kind of just finishing up some of the things that were left that need to be done. And then all of June, I'm using the Midnight Core Kit. And I did that because I designed some cards for my document group. Let me show them to you. So I chose the Midnight Core Kit for June because I designed these cards because we're going to be doing, right now in my membership group, we are focusing on stories of home. So I created these cards, and everybody got these. They got 4x6 cards, and then they got some 3x4 cards, some journaling, some filler cards. That's journaling. Here's filler. another journaling. They got 8 3x4 cards. And we are going to document the stories of our home. So I'm walking them through that. And I wanted these cards specifically to be able to match the cards I was using for this month. So I'm using the Midnight kit. And then I just put a video this last week in that group of me filling up my pages for this month. So this will be the last month in this album, and I'll finish it all up. And then I will be able to move into my next album, and I'll be sharing with you guys how I set up my next album, how I get my page protectors in there, and then what cards I'm using for July and what my plan is. So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing my album and where it's at. I'm looking forward to getting this finished up. I always feel really good when I finish up and complete an album and I put it up on my shelf. And then there's something so encouraging about starting a fresh album. It's an exciting, I feel like it's exciting and motivating to start a new one. And then one of the other things I want to tackle this year is the spines of my albums. None of mine are done in any of my albums. And then also I'm changing over some of my older albums to these types of albums, like with the rings. And I haven't decided what color I'm going to go with, if I'm going to go with this color or something different for some past albums. But those are a couple things that I'm tackling this summer. I want to get that done before fall starts and we're back in school. So I hope you guys are having a great Friday. This last week has been really crazy. We are painting my office and hanging wallpaper and finishing up some of the last few items. And then in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a huge office tour, craft room tour update, and showing you all the details of my room and how it's all finished and what I'm really looking forward to that. So you guys will want to be looking out for that. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will be back next week to share some more cards with you and do some more creating with you. So have a great day, and I will talk to you guys next week.